Tata Capital is seeking a valuation of $18 billion to $20 billion in its planned initial public offer. Sources tell CNBC-TV18 that the company could launch the IPO in the first half of September. Rachna Dhanrajani is here with more. Rachna.
Tata Capital is now targeting a valuation between $18 and $20 billion for its upcoming IPO. This is a notable increase from its earlier target of around $11 billion. The updated DRHP is expected to be filed as soon as tomorrow or by the end of this week is what our source is telling us. But Tata Capital aims to raise about $2 billion through this IPO, which is expected to launch in the first half of September this year. Now, this valuation hike would actually position Tata Capital as India's fourth largest shadow bank. For context, Bajaj Finance currently commands a market value of around $69 billion, followed by Bajaj Finserv at $38 billion and Jio Financial Services at $23 billion. But this revised valuation reflects a buoyant sentiment bolstered by Tata Capital's recent rights issue and the strong performance of other recent IPOs that we've seen in this sector. A key example of that is HDB Financial Services that raised about $1.5 billion. And shortly after its debut, we saw that it reached a valuation of about $7.7 billion. Now, Tata Capital is a subsidiary of Tata Sons, which is a diversified NBFC offering commercial finance, consumer loans, wealth management, and the distribution of Tata cards. It serves over 5.2 million customers across 900 branches. But the urgency for this listing stems from a regulatory requirement. In September 2022, the banking regulator classified Tata Capital as an upper layer systematically important NBFC, mandating a public listing within 3 years, and the deadline for which is September of this year. Tata Capital has consistently received capital support from Tata Sons by the virtue of being their subsidiary, with 6,000 crores being infused over the last 6 years, including 2,000 crore rupees in FY24 and 500 crore rupees in FY23. Now, what we gather is that the IPO may include a fresh share sale of 21 crore equity shares, with Tata Sons and other shareholders offloading around 26.6 crore equity shares. Specifically, Tata Sons, they plan to sell about 23 crore shares, and International Finance Corporation will offload about 3.58 crore shares. So we will be keeping an eye out for Tata Capital's IPO, and we will get back to you as and when we gather more information. Back to you.
All right. Thanks, Rachna, for joining us on Tata Capital's IPO plans.